that a water tower?
Yes, it's a water tower.
If you step back and take in the big picture, you can tell this property has a lot of potential.
Son, if I step back any further, I may need a tetanus shot.
Mr. Smith, the point was for you to find us something that we could develop inside the city.
No, we are in the city. Downtown is just on the other side of the freeway there.
I think everyone wants a freeway in their backyard, don't you,
If
Em?
you take a look at the price per acre, it's really excellent.
When did your company start handling urban blight? Huh?
Don't worry, son. This isn't as bad as the last property she showed me.
Isn't that your phone? Shouldn't you answer it?
It's just my wife.
Just his wife? Don't you think it could be important? I mean, your house could be on fire.
I guess you're right. I'll just be a second. I'm in the middle of a sale. I don't know. Did you check the printer cable? I gotta go. I'll call you back. Stop! You haven't seen the best part.
Call us when you have something with a little less potential.
Clarissa, you're not gonna believe it.
Daddy, so sorry I called in the middle of it.
Honey,
Just a table.
honey, this is gonna change our lives forever.
Oh, you found Peter's bucket. Hey, Peter, look what Daddy found.
What's that?
Careful.
What's what? Looks like black mud.
What?
It's dragon's nut.
What is it?
It's oil.
Oil. Oh, now the car's leaking again. Peter's got it all over him. Peter, come wash
like
your hands.
oil, like the kind you get from the ground, you know. Black gold, Texas tea.
Seriously, what is
No,
it?
I am being serious. I found it on that old property I was showing today. I started looking around, and it was everywhere. Oil. Clarissa, it's for sale, and we have to buy it. Do you have any idea how much it's worth?
Mom, it's not coming off.
Oh, use more soap. Okay, so you're showing this property, and oil just starts spurting up from the ground?
No, it was under rocks and stuff. It was kind of hidden.
Jeff, it's some kind of dumping ground for industrial waste. Peter, scrub harder.
No, Clarissa, the property's been sitting there for 50 years. They were going to build a factory on it in the 70s, but the city just moved in a different direction. It's just been sitting there waiting for us to find it.
They didn't build there because it was polluted.
No, I'm gonna prove it to you. I'm gonna prove it to you, and if it is real, we'll buy it, right?
It's not real.
But if it is,
It's not. Stop it.
okay. Okay. But imagine it was.
Jeff,
I mean, if it was, we'd buy it, right?
if it will get you to stop talking about it, yes, we'd consider buying it. But it's not.
Consider nothing. We're gonna be rich.
Like millionaires?
Probably billionaires.
Jeff!
Gazillionaires!
This is Class C crude. High viscosity. Lightly sweet, that means it's low in sulfur. Where did this come from?
So it's not industrial waste.
No, it's not refined. My guess is that it comes from West Texas.
You think this is from Texas? I knew it! Knew it! Can you tell me how much there is?
In Texas?
No, where this came from.
Is this from the Gulf?
I can tell you on one condition.
This is the middle of the city.
Here's where I found it. So what do you think?
That's the freeway over there, right?
Is it really oil?
Oh, it's oil. There must be some kind of underground reservoir underneath us.
How big a reservoir?
Oh, I couldn't say.
Could you say kind of big or really big?
Well, without more seismic data or digging a well, I couldn't say. No, it'd be impossible to say. Who'd have thought it? Right here in the middle of the city. You do own this land, right?
That is a lot of money.
Not that much. It's not that much.
Jeff, I can't get that kind of money, especially with our credit.
Look here. Now, we'd have to sell a lot.
A lot. This is everything. Wait! You've got my Limoges on there! Oh, please don't sell my Limoges. We got it for our wedding. I love the pattern so much.
Limoges? I'm talking untold riches and you're worried about your dishes. Honey, I will fly you to France and I will replace every last one of them when this is all over. I promise you, all right? Now, come on, sit down, all right? I want you to look at this. Now, we'd have to sell the house, right?
Which your grandmother left you when she died and your dad grew up
and
here.
the appliances, my clubs, your car, the silverware, of course.
Tommy told me you were selling everything, but I had to see it to believe it. I mean, what are you doing?
Selling everything. Hey, you need a new amp? Mine's only a couple months old.
You're selling the Nakamichi? How much you want for it?
George, I warned you. Where's Clarissa?
She's a rebuke. 100 watts per channel, real clean sound.
What's the story? I mean, is it credit card debt? I mean, I can understand that.
I can't believe you're doing this. What has gotten into you two?
Nothing.
Is it debt? If it is, let us help. I'm sure we can spare something.
It's not debt.
Did Jeff lose his job?
No.
Then what is it? Clarissa, you have to tell me.
Jeff said I shouldn't.
You can tell me?
Well, it's an investment.
An investment? What kind of investment? Clarissa, you know you're not supposed to be investing anything you can't afford to lose.
It's an oil field.
an oil field? Oh, no. Clarissa, my uncle lost his shirt on one of those things. He drilled about 100 times and kept coming up dry. Oh, I've got to tell George.
No, please don't.
He is buying an oil field. You have to say something to him.
So, what's this about you buying an oil field?
Shh. It's not like it sounds.
You're selling everything and buying an oil field. How's it supposed to sound?
It's a completely sure thing.
That's what they told my uncle. 25,000 later, and they were still telling him just a few more holes.
You're gonna have to trust us.
Look, you've got a wife and kids. It just seems a little...
Irresponsible.
I promise you, it's not.
Mark my words, you are in for a serious letdown. Us.
You know, if you really need the money, maybe I should take the knock.
But George!
Are you sure you know what you're doing? You can still get out of it, you know? It's a terrible piece of property. Awful location right on the freeway. You can't do a thing with it.
I know.
In an extraordinary find for the state, an unexpected reservoir of oil has been discovered deep beneath the city. The young couple who own the land are currently in negotiations with 3 of the nation's leading oil companies. According to leading geologists, its supplies are enormous.